Hey everyone, I'm back with a mini haul, and I actually bought this stuff at one Goodwill on one day. I went with my future in-laws were in town, and my future mother-in-law loves to go to Goodwill and loves to thrift shop, which I'm super lucky in that respect. So I took her to the Goodwill, one of the Goodwills right around from our house, and I found a couple of things. I did restrain myself, but I did find some cool stuff, and I thought I would share it with you. The first thing I found, I was super excited about. So I think I'm going to use this on my desk. I have so many containers, like so many containers to keep things in and sort things in. But I thought I might use this maybe to sort brushes, or maybe to upgrade what I have right now that holds my scissors and some of the tools that I use all the time. This was $3.99, and for our Goodwill, that is a steal, because quite frankly, our Goodwill is a little bit more expensive than I think than the ones back in Tennessee where I come from. So $3.99, and I got this cute little organizer for my desk. It's pretty good sized. So and it does have this little Paris thing, which anybody that knows me knows I love Paris. One of my favorite cities in the world. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take off the stickers here. But this is more of like a storage solution, but I absolutely love it. It has these little handles, and it's very sturdy. Very, very sturdy. So I don't know where this even might have been bought. It looks vintage. It does not look like, and you can probably understand what I'm saying when I say it does not look like it was purchased at like Hobby Lobby. It doesn't look like a mass-produced item. I'm sure that this was probably added later by someone that had a stencil. But it has kind of this gold sticker that's been taken off, and I can't explain, but the wood is just very solid. So this looks like something that might have been older, maybe for milk bottles or something like that, or maybe bought even at a some other type of store. I don't know. It doesn't look like the typical home decor that you would get at, say, Hobby Lobby or Michael's or anything like that. And then I got a bunch of books I'll pull out, but I did find these, and anybody that knows me knows that I love a CD envelope. This box is $50 for $1.99, which I thought was a great price, and they're white. They did have another box of these, but they had colors, and I already have a stack of colored envelopes like this, so I didn't buy it. I probably should have, but I thought this would be great for junk journaling, and also just for sending things in the mail and things like that. So I got it. It was not even opened. It was brand new, and I will definitely use those. It could also be used to maybe store maybe some ephemera or stamping or something that I do. And then I will pull out these books. Now, a couple of these books are just books I want to read. And then some of them are books that I want to use in junk journaling, but I thought I would show you. And I even still have my receipt in here. My total was $17 total. And I had rounded up 28 cents. So really it was 16 and change. The books are $1.79 for adult books. Children's books are $1.19, I think I've said in past videos. But one of the first things that I found when I got there were these two books. And I was really excited because I do a lot of mixed media work. That's my favorite way to work, is just to mix mediums and work, messy, and put things together that might not have been put together otherwise. And I found this book that looks like it came from a library. Maybe the library got rid of it. And it's called Mixed Media Masterclass with Cheryl Kahn. 50 plus design techniques for fabric and paper. And I thought this will be a great reference book for me, just to look. And it looks like it came from a library at Missouri State. So it has lots of ideas in it. And so this is just for reference. It is junk journal and art in general related, but it's more for my reference. I'm not going to pull the pages out. I'm going to keep it. And I love because it mentions some techniques that I've not used, like gesso resist and glue stick resist. I've not actually done glue stick resist, so I thought this would be cool to maybe experiment. And if you want me to kind of go through and do some of these processes as like craft with me videos, let me know in the comments. I would be happy to do that. But check that book out if you can. And then I found a second book that was right beside of it. Apparently a crafter or someone decided to get rid of these on the same day. But this is Creative Rubber Stamping Techniques, Imaginative, Artistic, Elegant, Easy to Do. And Mary Jo McGraw is the author's name. And anybody that has been following me on Instagram knows I like to stamp, and I like to use stamps and carve my own stamps as well. So I thought this would be good to kind of use as a reference, because it has all kinds of different things in it. It has recipes, it has techniques and ideas for how to use your stamps beyond just the regular stamping with ink. Ideas for embellishments, techniques for aging, and just lots of really cool stuff. So I thought this would be fun to use as a reference, and also just to see maybe some techniques that I have not actually used yet or did not know about. So again, if you want me to do some stamp with me or craft with me videos, I am planning on doing more of those instead of just hauls. But I seem to be shopping a lot lately. I need to break myself of this habit. And I would be more than happy to do that if you are interested in seeing some techniques that I pull out of this book. And then this is another book that really is just my art teacher coming out in me. This is a Chagall book, and I love Chagall's work. So it's really a reference just maybe for inspiration, and I loved that it had colored and black and white slides. I do not plan on pulling this apart. This is more just for my edification and to read more up on an artist that I really like. But I thought it was a really good buy for $1.79, because books like this are quite expensive usually, and it looks a little bit older. So, you know, it might have some information in it that 1965. So this is a pretty old book. Might have some information for me. Now, and then the last book is, the last book I am not pulling apart is this book that just looked really interesting. I am on a reading streak right now. When I go to bed, sometimes I'll read a chapter or two, and this is called The Last House Guest. I just thought it looked interesting, kind of into a mystery kick right now, so I'm going to actually put that by my bedside to read. But I found these two creative books that I thought would be really cool, and I saw a thing that made me start to breathe a little heavier. Everybody that is following this channel pretty closely knows I've been doing some flow exchanges with one of my subscribers, Valerie, and this is a flow book. Now, I don't know if you know about the Flow magazine, but it's quite expensive, and it has this word, this flow is the title of it, but this book is a flow book. So when I saw this, I literally my heart started to race a little bit, because I was like, is it possible that I actually found a flow book? And you know, there's some information in here, but there's also pictures and things to tear out and things to cut out, and you can see somebody has used some of this, but and they've actually written on it, which I could always cover up if I wanted to, but you can see this is quite literally what the magazine kind of is. And if this was untouched, it's untelling how much I could sell this book for if I wanted to sell it. But there's a little journal in here. There's all kinds of things that I can pull out of this book. And some of it has been used. I'm not sad about that. It's been loved and it's been worn. There's a 30-day notebook in here. There are some cards that have like sayings and that you can actually send to people, which is fun. But there's also ideas in these pages, and even the pages themselves have ephemera that you can cut out. So they are actually designed to be used like a flow journal, which I love because now I have a place I can go look for just random things. And I think these are stickers. I believe they are stickers, little people stickers. So I could do a, and this actually has a little bookmark in it, which doesn't come with it. This is a 31 bookmark, but apparently somebody had been reading it, and it has ideas for how to do things like this is for rock painting and all that good stuff. I can do more thorough walkthrough of this book if you want me to, but and I do have a prompt coming up for my Jelly Arts challenge that I'm doing for fruit, so this might be interesting to use. But nevertheless, it has some articles and some writing in it, but it also has materials to use, and it's a huge book. So if you find this book, and I bought this for $1.79, like I said, if it had not been cut up, I still wouldn't have sold it, but you can look for the pricing on this book, and it's going to be expensive. The magazines from this flow are pretty expensive. So when I saw this, I had kind of a mini panic attack, like, oh my gosh, let me get it. I've got to grab it quickly before somebody else knows what it is. But yeah, nobody cared around me. Nobody in my Goodwill is doing stuff like this with flow journals, I don't think. So I really got super excited on this haul because this book was there. It was like a sign that I was meant to shop that day. So I wanted to kind of insert some info about the Flow books and Flow magazines, just so you know how to find this and how to look more into the Flow website. Now, I will say that this is not originally from someone in America, so some of this you will probably have to select English when you go onto the site. I will say that the Flow magazine, that's the reason these things are so expensive, because they are not, I think, originally from the United States. So when you factor in shipping and all that stuff, it gets expensive. But I did find the book, and you can pre-order it. I think it has several sites here. So Barnes & Noble has this. The suggested retail is $27.50. They have it for $25 almost. It does qualify for free shipping. And then Amazon also has it. They have it for $18.99 if you have Prime, which is a good price for that. Obviously, you're saving a few dollars. There are some used, it says, for $2.65. Of course, you know, if you buy something used that's a Flow book like this, you will have to keep in mind that, you know, some of it might have been used already or taken out. So, you know, when it's acceptable, just read the descriptions if you're buying it used. But these are really good prices. I had no idea that they would be even sold like this. I was thinking on eBay, people are always looking for these Flow books and Flow magazines. But if you go into Amazon, I think there is a setting here where you can click part of Flow, and there's 15 books. So when you click that, it has a list of all the books that you can buy from Flow. And some of them are sold on Kindle. If you are a person that uses Kindle and just wants the ideas out of it, you can buy them. But you can see most of them do not have buying options here. Some of them do. This Creativity Takes Courage might be interesting. But just keep in mind that, you know, if you're looking for a Flow book or a Flow magazine, it can be hard to find those things without shipping included, and they get quite expensive. This one's another one that I'm on the look for, or on the hunt for rather, a book that loves you, an adventure in self-compassion. And as you can see, it's $32.50. I just can't justify the price of it right now. But I will say that these Flow magazines generally have lots of good materials to tear out and to use. And so that's why when I saw the Flow, I just automatically started getting excited because there's so many good things. And I think they had to, it does say here, I did get an email a while back that they are no longer going to be making the English language editions of Flow. So whenever you purchase Flow in the future, it will likely be in another language. So if you find these out, it is definitely worth buying them, even if it's just to sell them to people like me who are on the search for them. And then there is a Facebook group for paper lovers. So you might check into that because those are always good places to find ideas and to find the community of people that do Flow journaling. So I just thought I would throw that in for you. And then the last thing is this little book called Start Where You Are. And it's a journal for self-exploration. The name on it is Mira Lee Patel. And I've seen her stuff before. She's an artist. It says here she's based in Brooklyn. And I just really liked the inside pages. So even if I wanted to journal in this book, just for the sake of journaling, I could, but I loved the illustrations and the paintings in here. I loved the prompts, which always help me. When I have a prompt, I feel like I have more guidance. And so it gave me some ideas too for different ways I can structure my pages in my art journals and junk journals. It has some words, it has some little things I could tear out and use, but the biggest thing was the color and the words. Simplify, that should be one of my mantras. But when I saw it, I was really excited because I do like this artist and I follow her on Amazon and follow things that she's putting out. So I got this super cheap and was super excited. Really good author, by the way. Some of these things I felt like would be good to put into my journal. So that's what I got. If you get a chance to look through this or anything by Mira Lee Patel, grab that up because it's really really good stuff, and I think she has some beautiful work. So let me know down in the comments below if you'd like me to do some of the techniques that I see in those books that I bought. Let me know what you think about what I got and how much I paid. I love everything, every single last item that I got. And like I said, I feel like it was meant for me to shop that day. So I hope that this has given you some ideas of what to look for when you go thrifting or when you go looking, in different places. let me know what I should keep my eyes open for, because sometimes I get blinded to books. As you can tell, I buy books every single week that I go to, you know, a thrift store, and even to Dollar Tree. I look through the books. That's always one of my first stops. I have no shortage of books to alter and to play with and to pull apart. So tell me what else I should be looking in, what sections I should be looking in besides books, if you find some good stuff in other sections. And I hope that this has given you some ideas for what to look for when you go and do thrift hauls. Take care and happy crafting.